The fact that Call of Duty 2022 is a direct sequel to Modern Warfare 2019 just hits different for me. Not because I was a big fan of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, but because I'm a big fan of the franchise as well. And the original Modern Warfare 2 was a heavy hitter within the franchise, but that's neither here nor there. Today I'm about to get into some top, huge leaks, some serious confirmed things that we got from Tom Henderson, who's a reputable source in the Call of Duty community, and I'm about to break it down with you all today. So, and also this stuff, take it with a grain of salt. It's only January. We're about 10 to 11 months away from its release cycle, so some things is due to change. You know what I'm saying? I hope none of it does change, because if this stays the way it's supposed to be, we might be getting the greatest Call of Duty in Call of Duty history. All right, stay tuned. Grab your night vision goggles, ladies and gentlemen, because it seems that Task Force 141 is going dark once again this year. This is a direct sequel, like I said, to Modern Warfare 2019, which was one of the most successful Call of Duties to sell in Call of Duty history. With 30 million copies sold, it really makes sense to go right into the direct sequel. That being said, let's talk about the first point, and that is what the campaign is based around. It is based around a drug war against the Colombian cartel, said to be grittier than Modern Warfare 2019. The AI is more advanced, and it's realistic damage models. Now, listen very carefully. If you played Modern Warfare 2019, then you know they had some controversial missions that even made some news stations about, infiltrating a house. I think the mission is called Clean House. That's the one you're seeing right now, where you had to go inside and get the Taliban or terrorists, and it involved shooting women. It involved having choice to shoot kids. It was a lot of, it was real graphic. Me, myself, I was surprised that Infinity Ward, of all people, who were most likely censored in the past, really approved us to have this mission. So the fact that they're saying now it's going to be grittier than 2019, if you're a YouTuber, man, I take it with a grain of salt. Some missions you might not be able to play if you plan to monetize the content. And I'm telling you, this is the first Call of Duty that I'm planning to actually follow up with. I'll be playing the campaign on my channel. I'll be grinding out the multiplayer on my channel as well. So, they might even have a streamer mode. I know that Cyberpunk 2027 recently had a streamer mode because of how graphic that was, with the nudity and stuff like that. So maybe we'll be getting a streamer mode, hopefully, in the upcoming future when it comes to that. But moving on. So yeah, like I said, a lot of infiltration missions, man, like the one you see now, the Clean House missions. You're gonna get a lot of that, and some CQC missions as well. That's what I expected. In fact, I'm this is exactly what I want to hear when it comes to the sequel to Modern Warfare 2019, because the infiltration missions was the thing that put Modern Warfare 2019 above all other Call of Duties, in my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure that you all have your own personal opinions, but that is exactly one of my favorite parts. The whole squad up, go in like the SWAT and raid people was a fun thing to do in 2019. So I'm happy to hear that that's returning. Also, there seems to be some assets from Modern Warfare 2 Remastered to be ported over to the actual Modern Warfare 2022. That's maps, blueprints, and or some operators. And so let me explain that real quick. So with Modern Warfare 2019 releasing, the original plan was for them to release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered as a part of an ultimate bundle, but they felt that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered would overshadow the sales of Modern Warfare 2019, so they just went ahead and shelved it. They didn't scrap it, but they shelved it. And so that being said, like I said, I told you that Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare 2, was a very, very popular game. I'm 24 years old now, and I believe that I was in 7th grade when it was released. So I'm telling you right now, for me to even tell you that it's that old, to this day, it still stands toe-to-toe with even Modern Warfare 2019. As far as story goes, as far as popularity goes, Modern Warfare 2019 is still the best selling Call of Duty. But if there was a second best selling Call of Duty, it will probably be Modern Warfare 2. You know, the original Modern Warfare 2. So I'm happy to see that because, you know, they shelved the remaster, that we're getting everything that they shelved, excuse me, in the new one. That sounds good. So I mean, that means like maps. We did see some original Modern Warfare maps in Modern Warfare 2019, like Rust, and some other ones I can't really think off the top of my head. But we're getting some more of those maps, some blueprints, and operators. We're probably going to see the return of Soap. I'm not sure if Soap is in the game now. I know that it was supposed to be a season 7 for Modern Warfare 2019, but due to the pandemic and, you know, the development issues with Call of Duty these last couple of years, we didn't get to see Soap or you know, season 7. So hopefully we see Soap, and hopefully Shadow Company makes a return, because, you know, Shadow Company was, you know, a part of, I believe, season 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so hopefully, yeah, we get some more Shadow Company and some other operators or some other characters that is from the Modern Warfare 2 universe, the original Modern Warfare 2. So yeah, I'm happy to hear about that. Y'all can put in the comments and see what y'all think about that. But yeah, moving on to the next thing. It's never too late to try new things. With that being said, it seems that Modern Warfare 2022 will be introducing a new game mode to the Call of Duty franchise, and that game mode is called DMZ mode. I believe it stands for Demilitarized Zone mode. I believe that's what Tom Henderson said, and it's supposed to be Call of Duty take on Tarkov, supposed to be their version of Tarkov. Now, I've never played Tarkov in my life, but I've looked at videos of it. I've looked it up on Google, and it seems to be some kind of game, survival game, where, you know, players join the lobby and they have to loot to survive. They have to fight, and they have to eventually escape. I don't know if this is like them saying that we're not going to get Warzone, but I don't believe that we're not going to get Warzone, because I remember them saying, you know, years back, that Warzone is going to be, you know, it's going to go throughout each Call of Duty. Like I mean, Warzone made them too much money. Let's just be for real. It's too many people playing Warzone. I don't see them scrapping Warzone over this, but I feel like it might replace survival. Yes, it might definitely replace survival. This mode alone has been under development for 3.5 years. Let's just look at that for a second. I know that Call of Duty, if you play Call of Duty, then you know that it's an annual game. You get one every year, whether it's done or not. You know, let's just say that, whether it's done or not. And I know that some Call of Duties take a backseat while others go, because we had Call of Duty 2019. Modern Warfare 2019, and then we got Black Ops Cold War, and now we have Vanguard, and, you know, we're supposed to get Modern Warfare 2022 this year. But in actuality, we supposed to have gotten Modern Warfare 2022 last year. But I see why now they're taking that extra time to make sure this game is done, which gives me hope and makes me believe that this is going to be a banger. It really might be a banger of a game, I'm hoping. But speaking on, you know, development and everything, we know that Cold War, if you purchased Cold War, that wasn't a finished game. It was a rush product. It was a, you know, a bunch of discrepancies with the studios. Treyarch had to come in last minute. When, you know, some people dropped it. I forgot the software people, but one of the developers dropped it. Treyarch had to come in with a short span of time and do what they could, whatever that developer did. And you could tell it was a bunch of, you know, it wasn't all that good. And I know the pandemic hit and people had to work from home. The pandemic really affected Call of Duty. And I know I felt as though in 2020 that maybe we weren't going to get a Call of Duty this year. I was excited that they, you know, pulled it off, but oh my goodness, that was a mess. And Vanguard, you know, it's just, no one wants to go back to World War II. So yeah, moving on to what I was saying. Yeah, it is a PvPE. So it's a player versus environment. The AI has been overhauled. There's looting and monetization system. So yeah, it's gonna be, like I said, it's like Tarkov. It's like Call of Duty's Tarkov. But moving on to the Warzone information. Like I said, I don't see them scrapping Warzone. The DMZ mode, whatever map that is going to be the new Warzone map for 2022. The map was built from the ground up. Yeah, so we're going to get a new Warzone map Thank God, because I am not a fan of Caldera. I can deal with Rebirth Island, but I mean, Caldera was a hit and miss for me. I mean, if you could see a video on my channel, I didn't have any luck with Caldera. It's been a lot of bugs and glitches ever since they ported over Vanguard. They really need to fix it. I don't know what they're doing, but I told you they need to go back to the drawing board. So yeah, we're getting a new Warzone map. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? And whatever the DMZ mode is, you know what I'm saying, whatever map we get DMV mode, that will be the Warzone map. It's a brand new one, it's never been seen. They built it from the ground up. So yeah. Also, speaking on Warzone and Call of Duty alone, I feel like Warzone was real good when it first came out with Modern Warfare 2019. And I feel like the whole migration of, 3 or 4 different Call of Duties is what's really, damn near breaking the engine. Hopefully they wipe it, you know what I'm saying, and we start over. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it, because they've been, I mean, I'm not going to lie, they've been doing a good job with the storyline or whatnot, with migrating it different timelines and stuff like that. But I don't see it. I damn sure right now I'm working on the Xbox One. I'm working on getting the next gen console. This will be, with good hope and having faith that I'm going to be able to put this content out for you guys on my next gen console. I'm looking into getting my PS5 or Xbox Series S, either one that I have. You know what I'm saying? This should be the first Call of Duty that I put on next gen. I just don't know how long my hardware is going to hold up, and and honestly, I don't even think it has anything to do with my hardware, because I've seen people on PC say it's a complete mess. Warzone is a complete mess. So hopefully they scrap everything they've done and just get a new slate. You know what I'm saying? So they can just focus the whole engine and all the software on one game and one migration. Then we probably won't, get none of those bugs and glitches. I'm feeling like it's too much, man. They're doing too much. But yeah, moving on. To add on to the whole generation of consoles, Tom Henderson also said that this might be the last Call of Duty to hit Xbox One and PS4. And that's understandable. If you've been doing games, I've been doing games for a long time, man. So if you've been doing games, then you know that, when the new consoles come out, they'll probably give you a year or two of making the games for the legacy consoles or the last gen consoles before they start making the game strictly for the current gen consoles. I mean, they did it with GTA and they did it with Call of Duty. I remember that when Black Ops 3 came out, they did make it for the Xbox 360, but it looked like complete garbage. Like, they did not, like, when I say it was downgraded, they did not put their energy into that whatsoever. They put all their energy into the Xbox One, because that is the console that that was selling at the time. You know what I'm saying? I always felt as though when the new consoles come out, the old consoles break. And, that's just the company's way of getting you to buy the new one. Same thing, with the iPhones and shit like that. So, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, the people who haven't gotten the next gen console, like I said, I'm going to have one by November or October or whenever this thing comes out. But if you don't have you a next gen console, man, try to buckle down and get you one, because you're going to want to experience this the way it was supposed to be experienced, and that is on next gen. But yeah, moving on. Henderson also said this is the first game to have a 3-year dev cycle since Modern Warfare 2019. That is why Modern Warfare 2019 is such a banger, because the devs worked on it for a full 3-year dev cycle. Cold War and Vanguard unfortunately didn't have that luxury. They haven't found any bugs as of yet, but listen, the Omicron variant is out here. COVID is still very much a thing. I'm not going to speak anything bad, but take all this with a grain of salt. COVID may impact it. And, I just rather them not release a game this year than release a garbage game. It needs to be released right at this point. I mean, us being Call of Duty content creators and us being Call of Duty fans, we deserve a quality game. So, yeah, hopefully, yeah, COVID doesn't affect it, right? So moving on. last but not least, the pre-alpha footage. He said the pre-alpha footage looks visually stunning and is the most impressive Call of Duty to date. Um, that's crazy. The fact that it looks like the most impressive Call of Duty to date as of January 2022. I cannot imagine what it would look like once it is released. Um, like I said, that's if COVID doesn't impact it. I mean, we got the vaccine. I mean, I know they were talking about pills now. It's just a lot of shit. And the pandemic, I feel like we were not prepared for. It affected a lot of people and affected a lot of things. So hopefully, they can get that on the road, like I said. But they said this looks like he did say that it looks visually impressive. Like this is going to be something, on a grand scale, like maybe even a new standard for what Call of Duty is supposed to be. And I'm really excited, you all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to, talk a hole in your head. But that's all that I found. With Tom Henderson, I did some research. I put a link to his video at the bottom so y'all can see the original video. So if I left out anything, you can go ahead and get the information for yourselves. But yeah, man, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'ma make some videos for you all if I find out anything new with the game before it drops. I'm definitely going to play the campaign on my channel. I'll be playing I'll grind the multiplayer on my channel. Yeah, so I'm getting hyped for the release just as much as you all are. I'm ready for a full beefy Call of Duty, like a one that was really, 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 they put their blood, sweat, and tears into. I want to see what they bring into the story. But yeah, man, without further ado, it's been your boy Gaming Jordan, man. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one.